Hi, Sumaia. I'm going to give you some feedback on your two personal projects. It's a little, the way it's organized is a little bit different from others, so I was having a little trouble going through it. So you have this storybook. It's a project. You've got, it looks like in week one, this is your week one progress, which was a couple of hours. And it's not clear what you spent the hours doing, but you have an overall plan here in week one. In week two, you also spent 2 hours. And again, um, you've given some idea of what you've learned. I'm not sure specifically what you have done, and I don't see the project here. That doesn't mean that it isn't there. It just means that I'm not 100% sure on your progress. Um, and this is a draft for the book that you created. So I'm going to go to Canva and take a look. And this is a book, Ellie's Special Ears, and um, it's an interesting sort of book. I'm not sure what you uh, Um, I'm not sure how. I guess you created it in Canva as a story. And then yes, I'm just reading the story here. And then we kind of jump from the story from here to an older person, and so okay, so it's a nice. There's obviously some inconsistency with the story, but as in the look of it, but it's reasonably good. Um, Again, I don't know how, without a video, I don't know what you put into it in terms of doing that. And then this week you finalized the story. So you spent some time here, and here's the final one. Let's see. Okay, that I think that's the same one, right? I'm just not seeing. Yeah. Um, okay. So that's your um, analysis here. And then here's your project two, and it is a chapter for the Jedi ebook, which is a very different. Um, so it looks like a presentation. Same tool, Canva. Be safe, smart, kind. One online. Now, these aren't accessible colors when you have this light on a dark, like if someone was having trouble reading it, as in visually having some challenges, it would be hard, black on gray. These are not, you need a white when you have a dark background. Uh, so this is Digital Citizens, and then how Gen A helps teachers. So it's like kind of a slideshow. Um, and then that's quite a jump there from this slide to this slide. I'm just looking at it. And so this is a four, one, two, three, four, one, two, three, four. Well, 3 slides, it looks like. Okay, so now looking at your self-assessment, this is the final assessment for the course. You were supposed to go to Canvas, and there is a place where I can show you here on the dashboard. If I go to our thing and then announcements, I'm just clicking there. This is one approach to self-assessing your project, and this is, I'm going to just copy and paste this over there. This is what you should use to self-evaluate. So I'm going to put this here, insert comment there. And oh goodness, that's not going to give you the right link here. Well, you know where to go. This is you have to go to Canvas to get the actual uh, links, I guess, because it's not putting it in the comment. I wonder if it put it in here. Let me just see here. Let me just put that here. Come on. There we go. Yes. So there's the video. So that should work. Video. And then this is the self-assessment template. Canvas does some funny um, okay. Okay, that's the template you're supposed to use because I can't see what you've done here. You've given some idea of the goals. You've got your project. This is empty. Um, so right now, this is at about, I would say, well, I don't really have assessment, so it's really the both are kind of like it's an okay story. I don't know what you put into it. Really don't know the details of it. You probably have to do a video to tell me that. You've used the same tool, Canva. One was a little book of about 8 pages, a nice book. Uh, Inconsistent look though, a kind of a and then the second was uh, a 3 slide, basically consisted of 3 slides looking at Gen AI and education. I wouldn't really call it a book. So it's really at about a C at this stage. You put some effort into it, but I think you'd have to do more, certainly with the book, and then like the quality of the book, and then I'd have to know what you put into it. You'd have to do a proper self-assessment too with this particular template. Um, so you can see here when you look at it, here's the details of that particular template. Um, uh, yeah, so um, that's my feedback.